Hello, hello.
Wow, it's
Maybe.
time. We haven't even posted the other ones yet.
Yep.
Time of recording this because of our vacation.
We were on vacation. It set us back quite a bit.
Yep, sorry about that, but don't worry. We got stuff for you coming up. Not that you know that yet.
What if I post like all four at once? Like I edit them all and then dump.
No,
Quadruple upload?
no, don't do that.
That's silly. Anyway. This volume, I'm sure you've already read Tumblr. It's gonna feature all your newts. We got a new newt writing for Azdaja.
Oh, that's exciting.
Presumably some kind of Dragon Ball Z expert.
Oh, hopefully. And then Chahat is written by none other than
The Clother.
Yes. Excellent. I'm not surprised considering Amicia is in this one.
Yeah. Alright. Well.
Artist, we're back to Gina.
We've got like a Sudoku made of artists.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kinda.
Kinda. It's a bit oddball stuff. Look at that.
What?
Theme for Azdaja is the jam.
Yep, which it was named Da Jam before Azdaja. It just happens to be, because Daj,
Yeah.
Da Jam,
And then Chat gets take me to clown church.
I want to make a comment, but I'll make a comment.
You're nuts.
I remember I had a prediction when I saw the title. Go ahead and keep going to the new. But I had a prediction when I saw the title, which was, what was it? It's Of Gaze is Cool and Temper's Hot.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I bet it's Chahat for Temper's Hot. And then later, I'm in James's Discord server. He posted a song. He was like, "Shh, don't tell anyone," which I probably shouldn't be telling anyone. And I was like, he was a clown song, and I was like, kind of makes me think it's Chahat. And then he deleted it.
Got found out.
So I was like, it's probably Chahat. Anyway, I've also already drawn Chahat for the thumbnail. I know it's mint cheap leaf, just go.
None other but the admirable mint chip leaf for volume 9. Whoa, look at all these babies that we had so far. Damn, we've come so far. All these newts. Alright. Who could it be? Who is this?
Who could it be?
Alright. Oh, Jesus.
Oh. Alright, how exciting.
Part of you has always been taken with the idea of purchasing a one-way train ticket to anywhere and boarding it without looking back. Oh, or, in your current case, stepping away without looking back. Details. The idea had always seemed so idyllic. No strings, no obligations. Just you and your journey.
Slimy stowaway. What the hell is this, slime and hay?
Maybe we're in a slime crate.
Okay. There's also hay in here.
Yeah.
String and slimes.
No strings, no obligations. Just you and your journey, the wind in your hair, and the taste of freedom on your lips. Your little daydream didn't exactly involve careening across a perilous extraterrestrial landscape, but then you've always liked to think of yourself as the kind of person who's open to new experiences. Not to mention new...
Oh no!
In practice, though, this tastes less like freedom and more like noxious muck, which is what you're currently surrounded by. Ugh. It's not unlike the slime that was in Skyler's Recuperacune.
I like how this black circle does not center around these words very well. It's like at the very edge of prickly and then all the way to the left of it.
It's not unlike the slime that was in Skyler's Recuperacune, except that slime is weirdly soothing, and this is prickly and burny and uncomfortable.
Oh, damn.
You thought you were being smart by sneaking on board, jumping into some sort of cargo carriage. Oh, how wrong you'd been. The trade-off for not being caught, then maimed and or killed for your blood color is apparently this. You almost would have preferred the maiming. God knows you're used to taking a beating by now. Alright.
Yay!
Well,
Yay!
we got this.
Ooh,
Jesus.
look at him.
Who
Ooh,
flooby
look at
pose.
his fingers are connected. They're like
Oh.
connected. Ooh.
Oh, gross. Oh. This man with 3 horns, what a joke. Yick.
Meanwhile, Amicia looks like a noodle.
Mm.
God,
Yes.
she's so tiny. She's just such a fucking baby.
Look at those eyes.
Yeah, you can see Chahat in the background there.
Very, very slightly. It's fucking.
Alright.
This newt right here.
I can promise you now, because since I drew Chahat, I'm not gonna fucking put Amicia on the stupid fucking thumbnail.
Yeah.
I went through all the trouble of drawing Chahat.
Mm.
I'm no longer drawing pre-made thumbnails just in case we end up with another Polypa situation.
Mm.
Anyway, let's go.
What if he has 3 horns because 3 newts on the symbol?
Oh no. He also has 3 in his little quirk, if you remember.
Oh no. Oh no.
Is that the whole reason?
Oh. Maybe.
That's stupid.
Anyway, let's go be disappointed by the design choices. Here we go.
And you have 3 horns. Our other troll, like, what does this mean for Ochre Bloods?
Here we go.
What, can Ochre Bloods have 2 horns now?
Here we go.
5 horns?
We're going.
6 horns.
Look at this background.
It's a train.
It's a train station, I
Go.
think. After what feels like way too long, the vehicle slows down and you take the opportunity to tumble out of your slime jail onto the dusty ground, picking yourself up and hurrying away from the station before you can get spotted. Wow, lots of background art in this one. A little while later... What?
I like it.
What a baby. A little while later, you're standing at the beginning of a massive canyon, and your awful train ride almost feels worth it.
It's spiky.
Stupid.
Spiky train.
The canyon stretches on endlessly, miles of yawning chasms and winding ravines at your feet. Yeah, no shit. Jesus. It's enough to make your mouth hang open in awe. After spending so much time in various grody parts of the city, the sight of such pristine natural beauty touches your heart and your liver, apparently. You feel somehow inspired. Like you can belt out an aria or draw aria. What in the hot shit is this?
It's like a. Let me pull up the fucking definition. Shithead. Shithead.
You're a shithead.
That's right. You're a shithead.
You're a shithead.
I'm looking up aria right now. Aria definition. It's like a. Yeah, I was right. A long accompanied song for a solo voice, typically one in an opera or oratorio. I don't know what oratorio is.
You're neat.
But I do know aria. Anyway, let's go.
Or draw a masterpiece if you tried. But before you can begin exploring your hidden creative depths, you're distracted.
Like the MSBA style. Like, perfect. Oh, God.
Cameron,
What?
you're a noob. You're making too many jokes. We haven't even talked to the character yet.
Keep going. We're allowed to make jokes. People. That's our point.
You're stupid. Before you can begin exploring your hidden creative depths, you're distracted by noises coming from not too far away.
Please let it be. Psionic babies.
You're not alone. You know what this means. A chance to get yourself more of that sweet, sweet friendship.
Or get murdered.
After so many successful companionship ventures, you're thirsty for more.
Mm.
You pick up your jaw and go investigate. The sounds lead you towards a trail along the side of the canyon, which in turn leads you down to a roomy platform not much lower than where you started. There's a series of sharp outcrops jutting out of the plateau, and perched atop the highest one is a figure dramatically framed against the moonlight.
Yes.
Oh, baby.
What are you babying about?
I'm ready. At first you think he's peering moodily into the distance, but then you realize he's looking through some kind of contraption on his face. Oh. Oh no.
It's music.
Yeah. Let's listen for a bit. Oh, it's Mega Man's sound font.
Yeah, it is.
What a hoob.
This is an old song, by the way.
Yeah.
I think it's a reused one.
Yeah, it is reused. You knew.
I mentioned that earlier.
Mm-hmm. Anyway. Listen to the song on your own time.
Okay, let's go.
Like adhering to that musical canon, as James puts it.
Recording coordinates.
Oh boy. You look around. There doesn't seem to be anyone else here. So what you heard was this fellow muttering to himself, you guess?
I see.
He's so wrapped up in whatever it is that he's doing. When whatever it is that he's doing that he hasn't noticed yet. This guy has got to be hankering after some company, being all by his lonesome out here in the middle of nowhere. You're sure of it? Let's push him off the cliff.
Excellent. Joke's on you!
Oh boy.
I have psionics.
Alright, there's some good options. Are you ready?
I feel like Climb Up and Surprise Him is a good ending. Let's wave and say hello.
Okay, let's wave and say hello. Sporting your most winning smile.
Actually, I hope the other one actually causes us to die.
Sporting
just murders us.
Sporting your most winning smile. You call it a greeting and give a jaunty wave. That gets his attention. Oh. Damn it.
Well. What?
This is good. Stupid.
What?
We got the good ending. No.
You don't know that. Well. Would you look at what the pervies dragged in?
I know we don't know that, but it was in the reveal screenshot.
I know. Are you lost?
It depends on your definition of lost. You prefer to think of whatever you're doing as taking the scenic route, just like indefinitely.
Stupid.
90-degree angle.
It's not 90 degrees at all.
You're 90 degrees? Don't tell me that's not 90 degrees. I'll prove it when I edit this. You knew it.
I swear to God, it's gonna be like 91 degrees.
You're stupid. That's beside the point. Your new acquaintance, and hopefully soon to be pal, snorts unimpressed.
It would be better if you did that somewhere else. Better for me, I mean, which is the most important issue currently at hand. Let's face it.
God, these fucking shoulders.
I know. I still have preparations to make, and I'm running out of time. You're kind of cramping my style here.
Preparations?
For the game, obviously. What, do you live under a rock?
Football. John Madden.
It's starting any minute now.
You have no idea what he's talking about.
Seriously? You don't know about dual stripers?
I feel like this is something...
Psionic?
I don't know. Is this a real thing, maybe? Is it a reference?
I don't know, maybe.
I don't know. I'm a fucking stupid millennial.
Sorry, we're plebs. Wow. You're even more of an empty-headed pleb than I...
That's not a very fair thing to say. Sure, you might have made a habit of running headfirst into stupidly dangerous situations, but there's no reason for him to assume. Your voice is drowned out by a crackling sound. Oh shit. He's levitating. Cameron?
What?
Oh, okay, you're still there. It was really quiet for a second.
Okay.
He's levitating down from his perch towards you. Sparks of energy stirring the sand up into a cloud.
Oh, okay.
After beating Sarava and
That's
Cuprum.
interesting. So, does that mean if Anglemes is psionic, flubly, then it goes all around?
It's not very discreet.
No, it's not.
After meeting Sarava and Cuprum, you've come to expect psionic powers from trolls with yellow blood by now. But it still kind of takes you aback. You stumble backwards, falling on your ass. The troll is unbothered by your spill, continuing to address you while you're sprawled on the ground.
I'll explain. Dual strifers pits Alternia's best and brightest against each other in a timed event designed to reveal the most skilled among the group.
Best and brightest.
Which would be me, of course. This must be what he was busy with. That goes without saying.
He tells you a bunch of other stuff about game mechanics that, to be honest, goes straight over your head. He's apparently not in enough of a rush that he can't stop what he's doing to outline his plans to you, some random passerby, in a fairly detailed manner at that.
He's a good listener.
One of whom?
Keep going.
It's monologuing. He seems pleased to have an audience, actually. Wow, this friendship is barely even off the ground, and you're already doing great. You get back on your feet and nod along sagely, pretending to understand all his rambling about strategy and whatnot. And then you notice a blinking light that's coming from the screen over his eye.
Huh?
Smell.
Stupid.
This stupid mouth.
Interesting. My scouter can't retrieve any data on your species at all.
He leans forward and looks at you. Really looks at you. Up until this point, he'd been paying more attention to his own voice and whatever readings he'd been getting on his device, but now he's focused fully on you. It's starting to fluster you a little, actually. That is, until his mouth twists into a smirk. You get a glimpse of a single jagged tooth.
What?
Which jagged tooth would that be?
Yeah. You know, it's technically possible to join in teams of Chew.
Oh my god. You can't seriously be considering this loser. No abilities.
Here we go.
I guess you wouldn't know that. He doesn't know.
No.
Super alien. What if we have like
ooh, I want to see what this baby is.
a big reveal? Is that we have? Big reveal is that we have no special abilities.
Stupid. But now you're here.
Is he saying what you think he might be saying? Excitedly, you clarify whether he's asking you to join the game as his partner.
I can lure you. Ha! Sure. I just love teaming up with clueless nerds like you. And like O'Neill. No. You'd be a nice element of surprise, though.
Thank God.
I could use you as a collateral resource. Fodder. A lackey. What do you say?
His voice is all over the place. That doesn't sound nearly as flattering, but it's an opportunity to help. And you've founded so many great friendships on doing whatever favors random strangers have wanted you to do for them already. Why stop now? Oh boy.
Screw this.
Screw this is actually the good ending. Here we go.
Damn.
Let's screw it.
That's the spirit.
You know what? You're better than this. Who does this guy think he is? Trying to turn you into his minion? Everyone keeps expecting you to be useless, and you're tired of it. You've accomplished great things, you say, stamping your feet, kicking up a real hullabaloo. You're a big deal on your home planet. People practically quiver in their boots when you walk past. And even if you weren't a big deal, even if you were the smallest fry around, you're pretty sure you could take whatever he could dish out. Oh.
But his power is really close to 10,000.
Oh. He's just a reedy nerd asshole who looks like you fell out of the IT department straight into a discount bin of bad Matrix cosplay cast-offs. Oh. Oh no. You have no idea what you're doing. Absolutely nothing that you've said about yourself is true. You're spewing hot air and pure vitriol, running on the modicum of confidence you've built up, bluffing your way through the variety of mishaps you've encountered before now. You throw your hands. What?
That's just what we are. We're just a liar.
Yep. We're a bad person.
Yep.
You throw up your hands when you're done. Both out of
manipulative. Anyway.
Both out of exasperation, and as kind of an ending flourish to your little speech. There's a deafening rumble behind you. When you turn around, it's just in time to see one of the outcrops shudder dramatically into a pile of detritus. Your eyes go wide. Either the rock was already weakened and chose this moment to break, resulting in the best coincidence ever, or you have secret telekinetic powers of your own that you've never known about till now.
More like it's the enemy troops.
Whichever it is, it grants your venting session a healthy dose of gravitas. Azdaja looks at you with a complicated expression on his face. Like he's mad at you.
Face.
What?
Complicated expression of his face.
Oh, a complicated expression of his face. Like he's mad at you, but also like you've just paid him a really nice compliment. Alright.
I guess I didn't have an expression for that. What a brazen proposition!
What proposition? If you're propositioning anything, it's for him to consider you an equal rather than some kind of sidekick, that's all.
Let me tell you something, alien. I've heard things through the spherical fruit strings.
Grapevine.
I know. About someone else in my line of work who caused quite a stir recently. Alerts have been blowing up saying a Goldblood girl assassinated a Sea Dweller.
Hmm.
No.
It's Palpa.
Yep.
Yep.
I had reason to suspect she'd show herself here today.
Oh boy.
I was looking forward to seeing if she's as good as the rumors say she is. A Goldblood girl. That's what the alerts say.
Accent.
That's what the alerts say. But as one of the best mercenaries in the business, I know better. They must have been wearing a disguise.
He points the finger at you.
You, despite not being of Alternian origin, have a record.
Hmm?
You've shown up here to a dueling session in a rumpus robe and nub stilts.
Nub stilts?
High heels.
Oh. That's right. Indicates your...
Rumpus robe, I assume, is like a party dress or something.
What a hoop.
Yeah, flowing gown and heels.
You're flowing gown and heels. He indicates you're flowing gown and heels.
Which could easily be another disguise to throw the drones off your scent. And as you so graciously just demonstrated, you're powerful.
Oh god.
You're easily the most suspicious person I've come across here yet. Who's to say that you're not the mysterious killer?
Oh boy. You realize that he's been floating gradually higher and higher in the air as he's talking to you, until he's hovering almost you over, over you almost predatorily. Shit, what have you done?
If it's a fight you want, it's a fight you'll get. What, do you just like to fight people that are strong?
That's Dragon Ball Z in a nutshell, Cameron.
Keep going.
Alright. Oh damn. What in the hot shit is this?
Oh my god.
You're like using your magic crying abilities. His eyes light up and a bright blue beam explodes the rock next to you. You turn tail and run, but he follows, trailing along behind you like some kind of angry helium balloon. He doesn't stop shooting at you, and you can feel the lasers rush past you, rustling your hair and clothes as they cut through the air.
He's shooting like laser circles.
There's some lasers, alright. It's magical crying. That's what it is. Look at it.
Keep going.
Gosh, he's powerful. It takes your breath away. You'd be in awe if you weren't busy running for your life. You almost wish you had some sort of device that would measure just how powerful he is. Except, no, not really. On second thought. Oh. Cheat.
Yay.
Fucking support assist, get out of my life. Except no, not really. On second thought, knowing his exact power level would probably be so frustrating that you'd immediately break whatever device that would call for with your bare hands. Oh my god. This is nutly. As strong as he is though, you can't help but notice that none of his shots are at all close to hitting you. It's more like he's trying to intimidate you, provoke you into fighting back. You have to get away from him as quickly as possible before any of his blasts actually connect. Oh boy, before you know it, your scurrying feet have taken you back to where you started, the train station.
Would you quit running? Would you quit running around like a club beast with a severed think pan? I guess it's a chicken without his head. But anyway, you came on to me, and now you won't follow through. Get back here and fight.
You seem to have managed to both pick a fight and hit on him simultaneously. Maybe he thinks you want that hate man's spades thing with him? God.
What? Oh god, this is very violent hate man's spade.
You just wanted to be friends. Then you might have lost your temper a little, This is all just a big misunderstanding. He isn't listening to you. Another blast zips past you, dangerously close to your ear this time. You scan the area frantically for cover. There, a structure near the tracks that looks like it might be some kind of mechanized ticket booth. You dive behind it.
I'm growing impatient, alien. Cease this game of hunt and
Hunt and sequester.
Hunt and sequester and face me.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Beam hits your makeshift shield, blowing a hole straight through it. You stumble backwards, close to the tracks.
Is it time to die?
Oh no. Oh fuck. This is it. You're going to be murdered in cold blood by a guy who can shoot pure energy out of his eyes, and there's nothing you can do about it. You squeeze your eyes shut, bracing for impact. All of a sudden, there's a distant rushing sound. With all the running and laser dodging, you'd forgotten what the station was even for in the first place. The train is arriving. Uh-oh. Maybe someone out will be willing to help you. Not like Alternians seem to have a good track record of helping
Are you gonna fucking stop the train?
Helping folk in need out of the goodness of their hearts, but damn it, it's the only chance you've got. Azdaja is distracted by the train's arrival for only a moment before turning towards you again. Then a figure climbs out of the train carriages, a figure that's large and hulking, and one that you recognize. Ha! Baby.
God.
It's the baby zone.
Azdaja!
Oh boy.
What the hell are you doing? Why are you attacking my friend? Friend? You know this globe's for Sponge? Why didn't you tell me? They're the assassin I've been looking for. What? You idiots. They're no assassin. When I met them, they freaked out over a little blood. They've never even killed before.
That's not true.
What? What about their powers?
Connell squints at you, like she's thinking very hard about what your more exceptional qualities might be.
Well, they're pretty good at falling on their ass.
Yeah. It's our murder weapon of choice.
It is. Baby. And freaking out in the middle of a crisis. And being squishable.
Azdaja's expression goes cold. His eyes stop flashing. He still looks like he could kill you with his glare alone.
I see. So that's why you were running away. You were lying.
Oh, what an astute observation.
What an immature ruse.
You can't help but feel a little bad for pulling the wool over his eyes, even though you were fearing for your life until just a few seconds ago. Azdaja seems to trust Connell's word implicitly. Now that you've been exposed as nothing but a regular Joe, he seems to have lost all interest in you.
O'Neill, I was beginning to think you'd skipped out on this event. Of course not! I missed the Omni-Scuttle Caravan.
Is this a train? Is this like a double bus? I don't know. Is this... Who knows?
Train, whatever, go. And the desert has shitty reception, so I couldn't call. You know that. That's right. Well, I'm glad you made it. I've let myself get distracted by this peon for long enough. Let's go strife some losers, own their nooks in battle, and profit.
Yay.
And profit. Fuck yes! I'd love to stay and chat, kid. But there's a bunch of coals in that canyon. With my name all over them. Later.
Oh. You watch wistfully as they set off back towards the canyon. If only you hadn't lost your temper and lied out your ass like an idiot, you might have been walking along with them. Instead, you're here alone on the ground, new friendship having slipped through your fingers like all this desert sand. Left alone.
Oh, baby.
Oh,
We get run over by a train. Go! Next lead.
Alright. Oop. Let's go here or here. Here, right?
Yeah, go.
Alright. So, we'll be the best lackey ever. The title might not be much, but that doesn't mean you can't excel at it. You tell him you accept his offer.
Excellent. By the way, I'm Azdaja Nilax.
Oh shit, actually, let's self-voice it real quick.
Oh, yeah.
So let's hear his name. Prepare.
Oh, we didn't do self-voicing on this.
Self-voicing enabled. Azdaja, by the way, I'm Azdaja Nilax.
Nilax.
Self-voicing disabled.
Azdaja Nilax.
Azdaja Nilax.
Did we do Chixie? No, I think we did do Chixie. We did do Chixie.
Yes, we did.
Okay. But you must have known that already.
You're not sure why you would. Maybe use some kind of big shot? No, it's because we break the fourth wall all the time. Come to think of it, the name does ring a bell. You've heard it before, when you were in the middle of infiltrating a bandit hideout with a mercenary, Connell.
You met my mate, Sprit?
Ooh.
You must have gotten on her good side, or you wouldn't be standing here talking to me. Because you'd be minced into the ground, finer than grub paste.
He's grinning like he's really proud and fond about Connell being the sort of girl who'd make a mincemeat out of someone as soon as speak to them.
Good.
Alright.
Good.
If he wasn't talking about her literally murdering you, you might find this reaction endearing. Hang on. If he already has a partner, why isn't she here? Azdaja's expression sours abruptly. No, it doesn't. I don't have a single shot of him where he's not smiling. Except for, like, the blushy one.
Blushing, yeah. My partner isn't here because she didn't make our agreed upon rendezvous time. I was about to say rendezvous.
Oh my god. If you said rendezvous, I would have hung up on you right then and there. Says the word partner in an overdone, exasperated huff, as if he thinks he might be listening from behind a boulder somewhere. Oh, she might be listening from behind a boulder somewhere, and he can somehow shame her into appearing.
Partner.
You remember what Polypa said about mercenary duos often being quadrant in pairs, i.e. romantically involved? Did his girlfriend stand him up? Yikes. Oof. Oof.
Go. Stop being a dung.
Maybe it's better that you haven't been promoted to partner status if it meant getting involved in another couple's spat. You've had quite enough of that already. You hope they aren't fighting. Azdaja glares at you.
Uh-oh. The exact nature of our quadrant is none of your business, frankly. Now come on.
Don't call me frankly.
We're wasting time.
He steps off the edge of the plateau, descending in a crackle of energy and floating you into the canyon along with him. It's a terrifying ride, but the view it affords is pretty amazing. Soon, you reach the bottom.
We should keep going. There's someone else in this valley. We'll get the drop on them if we move fast.
He grins confidently, his coat flapping behind him. There isn't any wind down here, though. Is he flapping his own coat with his sigh for dramatic effect? Also this mouth.
Yeah.
Oof, that's a mouth, alright.
Anime
mouth.
Sonic the Hedgehog mouth. First blood to relax.
You blink tentatively, you repeat, blood.
Yes, blood.
He says it in the same way he enunciated the name of this competition earlier, like it should have been painfully obvious.
Like I told you, our aim is to take out our opposition. Swiftly and painfully. Those don't go very well together. To win, we have to be the last team standing in this entire canyon.
Oof.
Weren't you listening when I explained earlier?
No. God damn it. You've been proceeding under the assumption this was some kind of elaborate competitive LARP. Like, solve some puzzles, get out of the giant canyon before the other guy type of deal. Perhaps arm wrestle your competitors into submission if you run into them. But no, this game involves actual violence. And why wouldn't it, honestly? Fucking, you bitch. You probably shouldn't be surprised.
Man, if this guy has lasers... Dylan, this is the last psionic.
They're newting it up.
This is the last psionic.
Every newt.
Telekinesis.
Magic crying.
Lasers. What am I supposed to do about my psionic?
You're a baby. This guy's important. He's too important. He doesn't get anything nice. Because that would be too easy.
Dylan.
He has to have lasers so that he's good and powerful.
Okay, well, what the fuck does fucking Maxwell have?
I don't know.
Also telekinesis and something else.
Yeah,
Do they all get telekinesis?
I
What
guess.
is a psionic?
I don't know. You're a baby.
I'm sad.
Solid said telekinesis and something else.
I know he did. This is ridiculous. What, do I need to give him telekinesis now?
Yeah.
Damn it. Now he's too powerful.
Everyone's too powerful.
Now he's so powerful, no.
They can have shit telekinesis.
He could have shit telekinesis, but god, he relies on all his psionics. Why would he have shit telekinesis?
Because he's bad.
Stupid.
I don't know. Anyway, let's finish the nuke.
Yeah, we'll talk about Angleman, my stupid psionic that doesn't fit with any of these stupid psionics because it's a stupid mind psionic. It's what a psionic is supposed to be, not fucking lasers and electricity.
You probably shouldn't be surprised. You've been on Alternia long enough to know to discern that, boy, trolls sure do love killing. You've made friends with plenty of trolls who have less bloodthirsty hobbies, Lo. You ask him whether he's ever considered getting into excessive bodily force poetry, or streaming sick beats.
Please, you're kidding, right?
That artsy crab.
Now is no time for joking around. Don't tell me you're already getting frosty strut pods.
It's another foot.
Yeah, there was also saunter pods.
Yeah, another foot word.
I can't work with someone with such a flimsy sense of conviction.
You reassure him that, no, of course not. Your strut pods are as toasty as all heck, but he's no longer paying attention to you. His scouter glints.
There!
He flashes past you before you can blink, riding the waves of his sigh to a collection of rocks sitting behind you. This is a Nutley shorthand.
Yeah.
Target acquired. Nice try thinking you could outsmart me by laying in wait and launching an ambush.
He immediately... What?
They launch an ambush right now.
Yeah, he immediately loses the element of surprise. Wipes talking out loud at them.
Yep.
Cowardly move and sloppy. Very sloppy. Now prepare to get...
Is this part of his psionic? I think it's just a technological device.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's blue and
And
whatever.
neatly.
Now prepare to get owned. Resistance is futile. Oh, fuck.
Abruptly, as Azdaja freezes, you hesitate, unsure as to what sort of threat you're dealing with here. But then a troll girl with a cerulean blue symbol on her shirt pops up from behind the rocks. Uh-oh.
Are you supposed to get mind controlled?
Oh,
Why do
no.
all School Bloods get mind control anyway?
Damn you, Kohen!
Okay.
She giggles menacingly. Oh look, it's a new expression.
Yeah.
Making Azdaja turn towards you. Uh-oh. His expression is blank. His nifty brain power is now under your competitor's control. Every time. Every time. Thanks, Hiveswap team. To echo Azdaja's sentiment. Oh fuck. You need to do something fast. You have the harebrained thought that maybe you can grab Azdaja and physically wrest him from her control. You launch yourself towards them in a mad dash, attempting to call out a chilling battle cry, but it comes out as more of a pathetically broken yell. No! Karen. Oh boy.
Oh.
More magic crying. The girl laughs again. Azdaja's eyes flash brighter than you'd seen so far, almost blinding. Oh hell, those are straight up eye lasers, aren't they? And they're really powerful, holy shit. Here he comes with the crying.
Yeah.
That nose hole.
That's not a nose hole, that's part of his stupid... There's a splotch of blue.
Oh, oops. I can see.
Stupid.
I have eyes.
I sure do.
Oh, is he getting abused again with the overloading thing you can do with mind control?
Maybe. But his power is so high.
You met some strong trolls, but this kind of power is something else. Azdaja were a character in a video game, and you were to assign him a quantifiable number to measure his power. Some kind of level, perhaps. That number would be... Well, it would be very high, is all you're saying.
Heck.
Azdaja's lasers shoot at a point above you, scoring a deep gash in the rock and sending rubble toppling downwards. You reach out, grabbing at Azdaja's coat. You have to get out of here. You know, it doesn't stop you, merely leaving out of the way of certain doom that's hurtling rapidly towards you. You think you see something out of the corner of your eye, some last-ditch hope of not getting squashed as flat as a grub cake. You race towards it. Huh. Oh damn. Your first thought, when you next open your eyes, is that death has finally come to tenderly cradle you in its sweet, loving embrace. But you quickly realize that you're in a cave, not the afterlife, and that the reason you can even see anything right now is because the area around you is brightened by a light coming from Azdaja's scouter. Through sheer dumb luck, you must have run towards the single safe spot in the entire ravine, this hole in the ground. As if this hole was sitting here, carved out of the rock, waiting to be your escape route. You might even say this hole was made for you. Oof. It's a different reference.
Even. Fuck!
You wince, covering your ears. Could you keep it down, maybe? Your nerves are a little shot from almost dying for the upteenth time this week.
No, I will not keep it down! Curses, I can't believe this.
Curses.
Curses. Who does that blue blood think she is? Does she realize who she just messed with?
Blue. Every time with the blue. Get out of here.
She's the blue blood god, just go.
Wow, he looks really mad. Instinctively, you reach out to execute that slow face pat that trolls seem to find so soothing, but he slaps your hand away.
What do you think you're doing? I already told you I have a moirail.
You
God,
stammer.
that's cheating.
You stammer out an apology. It just seemed like the right thing to do. Plus, you thought Connell was his mate's Britain. He seems to realize what he just said. A hint of yellow touches his cheeks, just barely visible in the light. Oh.
That's what I said.
Oh. Do you feel a different way? Oh no.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. You poor baby.
He wants to restore the completely non-gay friendship status that Moirail has.
Mm-hmm.
I already have a mate sprit.
I'm pretty sure you heard him right the first time, and you're also pretty sure those are two different sorts of relationships, but you let the subject drop. No need to rile up your new friend more than he already is. It's so stupid now. Your shush pap might have been rejected, but the attempt seems to snap him out of whatever pissed off funk he's gotten himself into.
Let's get out of here.
He follows the path of the cave. Can he just blast you both out?
Don't be stupid. If I did that, I would cause a cave-in. Are you that eager to get crushed?
A little bit. Good point.
You're acting just like O'Neill.
Mm.
So ready to rush in without a game plan.
If he means this as an insult, its effect is kind of lost. He sounds more wistful than irritated. You walk in silence for a while. As you make your way further into the cave, you realize that the walls aren't blank like you previously thought, but covered in complicated carvings. Cave troll art, you wonder?
I know what you're thinking. That life as a prince amongst trolls must be an enviable one.
You snap to attention. Yes, yes, of course. You were definitely thinking about him and his life story just then.
I don't expect someone like you to understand. You're obviously a completely average person who will live out their life in perfect mediocrity.
And Elias.
Mm-hmm. But not me. How would Elias feel about this man?
It's bad.
None.
Doesn't like him.
Oh, baby. You don't know what it's like to be born so gifted.
Tell me about it. Completely average. That's you, alright. You try your best to be sympathetic. Having rad powers might make things really hard.
What? No way! It's fucking awesome! But as you've clearly seen, I can attract unwanted attention from pathetic individuals who aren't nearly as talented themselves. Who are desperate to have some unbeatable psionic in their corner. To be honest, the Empire is no different, and it's not like the rebels are much better. O'Neill and I don't really care one way or the other. We're just here to off chumps and get money. We look out for ourselves first and foremost. But eventually, we'll be sent off planet to do the bidding of the Empress, just like everyone else. He says, looking around skeptically.
Okay. You can see why having no say in the matter kind of sucks. But isn't there opportunity to do cool shit in space too? Azdaja's face draws up in a wry expression.
Yeah, with someone else calling all the shots.
You keep walking. After what feels like hours, his scouter flashes again.
We're here.
He lets the wall have it with his eye lasers. With a resounding roar, it crumbles away. Aside from the spot he destroyed, the rest of the cave is intact. Moonlight spills into the space through the impromptu exit.
It's over. We were stuck down there for so long that the game has ended.
Did we win?
Meaning,
Your heart sinks. This is a disaster. He's definitely not going to want to be your friend after losing this competition he's so invested in.
we're the last team standing, which makes us the winners.
What a win.
Heh.
Win by default.
I knew it. That blue blood loser might have had a stroke of good luck, but she was no match for someone with my station.
Mm.
One of my station. My victory was a foregone conclusion from the start.
Mm.
Bringing you along was an excellent idea.
Apparently.
And we dragged him into the baby. Your recklessness really came in handy back there.
We're just so good at running into destiny holes.
Yep.
He's thanking you, you realize, or something close to it. Modestly, you assure him that it was no problem.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
A prince knows when to give credit where credit is due.
You're gonna be awake for a chahoot chahat.
Baby.
Mm.
So, celebration is in order, I think. Once we collect our prize.
There's a prize.
Fuck yes.
1 corn dog.
Dual Strikers offers an impressive cash reward to whoever wins.
Who is monitoring the fight?
Yeah. You'll get a cut as well, of course.
Oh boy, now we can pay our debt. Whoa, money. It'll be the first time you've laid your hands on the stuff since you crash landed. Maybe you'll be able to finally purchase a warm meal or clothing that isn't from somebody else's closet. More important than the money, though, is that you've proven you aren't a complete fuck-up. You've earned Azdaja's trust, and also his friendship. We did get money. We get money. Yay.
Hey. God damn it, Azdaja. Why do you have to have eye lasers? Mm?
Is that his hand? Look at this hand.
He has just like pure energy coming out of his eyes. What did fucking Cubrum have? Also pure energy?
Yeah, so he has newtly eyelids. Look at them.
I know he does, I know. Does he have like... He had like electric powers?
I guess. I mean, he fried the drone, right?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess he did, because he can have electric powers in his hands, which is a different kind of psionic. So there are different psionics. There's Solix's eye lasers, Azdaja's eye lasers, and Cuprum's electric hands.
Mm-hmm. Electric hands. What a psionic.
You know, that used to be Kvasir's, and you told me it was stupid.
Yeah, it was stupid.
Well,
It's not any less stupid now that it's like in Friendsim.
you're a shithead.
You're a shithead, okay?
God fucking damn it! Since when were any of the psionics in Homestuck not stupid?
Well, so we've had this conversation before. We thought they were gonna be outliers because of how newtly they were.
Ugh. Well, now we have dumb psionics that don't match the psionics.
Now we have loads of ceruleans with mind control.
Yeah. Ugh. I also, Anglem is a fucking hallucinogen psionic. What is that supposed to look like?
A banana.
How is he? Is that even allowed? Hallucinating psionic? Whatever.
It doesn't.
I remember electrokinesis was mentioned by Zefros, but he
Yeah,
was
I
like
know.
saying that was totally, definitely not a thing. Which I don't know if that was sarcasm or not.
I think that was foreshadowing on the part of the writers.
Is Cuprum supposed to be electrokinesis?
I guess.
Whatever. Go.
Whatever. Alright, well, we got one more ending too. And it's the one where you lose. Let's climb up and surprise him.
Yay!
Eagerly, you clamber up the side of the rock. Wow, this drop is pretty intense. That's nothing you can't handle without plenty of determination and frantic scrambling.
I hope we die.
You finally make it to the top. You're about to haul yourself up so you can stand, fully ready to introduce yourself and let this guy have it with the geniality. Really show him how amicable you can be. Before you can do that, though, he whirls around, trenchcoat and long hair whipping in a wide arc, while your clumsy scrabbling at the rock face must have clued him into your friend's presence.
Did you really think you could sneak up on me?
His eyes flash, literally. They flicker from blue to turquoise and back again in quick succession. Oh damn, they like switch around.
Yeah, just like Solix's.
Oh, what a baby. You didn't notice the pure white energy crackling at his fingertips until you're already in the air. When Cuprum lifted you, it was like getting yanked up by the scruff of your shirt. This is smoother somehow. Like you just stepped onto a strong breeze.
So Cuprum is really not that great.
No. He's not refined. Not like this man. Doesn't really change the outcome though. You eye the ground below you nervously.
Think again! Whirls him across the field.
Throws us into the ravine. Wait, you weren't engaging in any sneaking around, honest. Or well, you were, but you didn't mean anything malicious by it. You were just after some quality hangouts. Unfortunately for you, he doesn't seem very moved by your heartfelt entreaty.
A likely story. You were looking to gank my data, to get a frond up on the game. Don't try to deny it.
You don't know anything about any game. Before you can explain further, you're unceremoniously released. What? You run through quite the spectrum of emotions as you plunge downward, but the strongest by far is regret. Regret that you'll emerge from this altercation sans the use of your limbs if you're lucky, but also sans a potential new friend. Oh, whoops. Whoopsies. Was this lethal? We'll never know.
Oh, well.
Probably.
Bye.
Probably.
He spells bye with his lasers. Alright, great. Everyone has telekinesis, and everyone has, like, some sort of newtly visible electric nonsense. Zippity zappity bullshit.
I get worried more and more about the presence of crackly newts.
Yeah, I do too.
It's like
Alright, what was it?
it's like everyone took Homestuck a little too literally.
Yeah. Oh well.
What can you do?
Alright. Well, we did it. We did the baby. It was fun. It's good Azdaja. He's a cutie patootie. And he seems to think differently about Coniel, poor baby. Which I can understand why. Coniel seems like she needs a Moira. She seems like she needs to be kept under control to some degree. No.
Azdaja wants to touch her face and not fuck her.
That's right. But she wants to fuck. It's like, oh.
Oh no. My poor ass.
It's like kissy kissy. He's like, yeah. Okay.
Gotta get it way up in there tonight.
Oh, okay. Oh no. Poor Azdaja.
Alright. Thanks for watching.
Stupid. Goodbye, Azdaja. I love you.
Stupid.